Now, listen, you guys, I'm literally just going to be in and out. I'm not going to take much of your time. But did you see what is going on the internet? The suing, you guys. They are saying that Beyonce is out there suing Rihanna. It has the internet in shambles and the fan bases are already fighting. Now, we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and everything that is going on amongst the Caribbean artists. And we're also going to be discussing the hair thing. I've been trying to avoid it, but some of you are coming to my Instagram and saying that I should talk about it. So, for your sake, I will talk about it, but I really wanted to pay it dust. And we're also going to be talking about TDE being accused of botting, okay? And it seems like the evidence that people are bringing out here is crazy. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, wow. Since the beginning of her career, Rihanna has always been rumored to have a beef with, Beyonce. For some reason, I don't know, people felt like the two of them don't see eye to eye. I mean, I was young, but I do remember back in the day, people used to also circulate a rumor that Rihanna was out there dating Jay-Z and that Jay-Z was cheating on Beyonce with Rihanna, okay? But none of those rumors were ever substantiated. It has always been, they just remained to be rumors. And despite the tension that people have always said is between the two women, they themselves never really said anything negative about each other. And I do remember Rihanna actually coming out and letting us know that Beyonce was behind her being picked to become the superstar that she is over Tierra, okay? Now, that being said, of course, when the two ladies decided to launch their brands, people felt like, well, they were competing. I mean, Sacred Hair, Fenty Hair, and now Beyonce is also dabbling into skincare and stuff like that. So people have always assumed that the two of them do not see eye to eye, but up to now there has never, at least we haven't seen anything tangible to say indeed there is a beef there. Until today, obviously, when the internet is flooded, okay, the internet is literally flooded by people who are getting shocked by the news that allegedly Rihanna is getting sued by Beyonce, okay? So, yeah, it's absolutely wild and people cannot believe it. And the fan bases are just going crazy, okay? Some fan bases are getting ready to come to the battle and stuff like that. Now, the case allegedly is labor litigation, and they are demanding, Beyonce is demanding 100,000 from both A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, okay? But the details of the case are actually sealed, so up to now, people don't have the actual facts of what situation led to this point. But let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about it. And it's very interesting also with the timing. I mean, A$AP Rocky just got off the case, and Beyonce decided to sue him afterwards. But I need to give Beyonce her flowers because she could have been petty and, sued him whilst he was going through whatever he was going through. So for her to be that gracious enough to wait until the end of his case and then to sue him, that's very considerate. Of course, I'm just kidding, you guys, but it's gonna get very interesting. I'm just gonna be watching from the sidelines personally. Honestly, I'm not going in hard for any of those two women because at the end of the day, I've got no dog in this fight. Honestly, I really don't. I did see some Barbz saying that they will be going in hard and standing with Rihanna against Beyonce, but personally, as long as Rihanna does not stand with Nicki Minaj against Jason Lee, then I am just going to be taking the sidelines and watching how everything is going to play out. Okay, but anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about Nicki Minaj and the Transformer. Now, you guys have been sending me pictures and videos and saying that, look, the Transformer is copying Nicki Minaj, because when Arrogant Hair and Nicki Minaj posted Nicki's pictures of her natural hair, literally 2 hours later, the Transformer and her sister decided to post also a video and pictures of her with her natural hair. Now, I did see that, you guys. It's not like I didn't see it. I saw it, but I intentionally just decided to pay it dust because at this point, I do feel like She knows what she's doing. You guys think that Cardi B's sister and she herself don't know exactly what type of conversation they were trying to bring up. Clearly, they were intentionally doing it. Clearly, they were looking for that attention. And personally, I wasn't just going to be part of that nonsense, okay? Why would I be out here comparing her hair and everything when there is the Smash soundtrack to compare Barbie World to? Okay? Like, at some point, it just gets... You're just like, I'm tired of this, okay? We cannot keep on playing these childish games and feeding into this woman and exactly what she's looking for. That being said, you guys, let us also talk about Asian Doll and Kashdoll. I will not be putting the receipts because it's a little bit too graphic for my liking, okay? The mess is getting too real, and off over what? Over the name Doll. You guys know that Kashdoll came out here claiming to be the pioneer of the name Doll and basically shading the other dolls, to which Cuban Doll and Kashdoll decided to respond. And, they had a little back and forth, and Kashdoll decided to move around on her tour, saying that she's going to slap the behind out of Asian Doll. It seems like things have escalated to the point where Asian Doll is now wishing that somebody would take out Kashdoll. Now, I understand pregnancy hormones and everything related to that because Asian allegedly is pregnant. But, I mean, isn't that taking it too far? And I will not even be inserting the exchanges, you guys. I just wanted to roughly go through it because it's too graphic, you guys. It cannot be from I'm the first doll to I wish you were unalive. Like, what are you even doing? I like to keep this channel light. This is getting way darker than I would like this channel to be because at the end of the day, this is entertainment. It's not supposed to go that far, especially over the name Doll. Like, seriously. I cannot believe that Asian Doll is this dense. And on the other hand, Kashdoll herself, she knew exactly what she was doing playing with that girl. She knew exactly what she was doing using that girl for marketing. It's very lame on both sides. But Asian, you just took it a little bit too far. Because now she's saying, I wish I hadn't stopped my brother from taking you out. Like, what? And she's even wishing D on another person. It's getting crazy. But anyway, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to talk about TDE. They are clocking TDE and they're saying that, well, these guys are using bots. One of the evidence that they decided to bring up is Doechii. She posted an emoji reacting to a picture of herself that had been turned into a meme. And that emoji had 500,000 likes. And academics and the likes are not having it. They're like, listen, Punch, if you want to use bots, at least make it believable because nobody is liking there's no way, 500,000 people are going to be liking an emoji within a short space of time. Like, it's just not possible. It's just not practical. Make the bots believable. And the lady that I inserted last night that you guys were asking me to insert in the video was also out here clocking Kendrick Lamar and the Spotify listenership, saying that the math ain't mathing. Something is absolutely not adding up. And listen, with TDE, with Doechii, with Kendrick Lamar, if I say it, you guys will say, oh, listen, everybody who likes Nicki Minaj is threatened by Doechii. Oh, my God, this and that. So nowadays, when it comes to Doechii, TDE, and anything related to that, I believe I've said my part. I don't need to continue repeating myself. But I will let other people repeat it for you so that maybe if it comes from another person, you will understand that it's nothing personal, but some things are just ridiculous. So let me insert what this lady had to say again, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
You can't fake influence. The math just ain't. You can't fake influence. The math just ain't mathing. Okay? How in the world does Kendrick Lamar have this many monthly listeners and this many daily streams, but yet he still hasn't sold out any of the LA shows on his tour? Any of them. There are 3. He hasn't sold out any of them. There are also several cities where he hasn't sold out yet. Several. It just is not making sense. He just did the Super Bowl. Usually you do the Super Bowl, your numbers shoot up, everything you do rises at that point. He's not going up. Yet this is Drake's numbers. And he sold out Australia, regardless of what y'all want to say. He sold out Australia, and no, he was not selling tickets for $12. Like, that's all just lies perpetrated by the K-bots, okay? He sold out Australia, multiple shows in Australia, sold 135,000 tickets for Wireless Festival in 3 minutes, okay? And has a #1 album right now. And I don't even believe the numbers that they're giving us for Drake and Party's album are the real numbers. I don't even believe that. Okay? This is not making sense though. The math is not mathing here. Now, I checked several other cities as well to see like where he sold out and where he isn't sold out. Y'all, there's a lot of cities where Kendrick has not sold out. There's a lot of them. What is going on? UMG. We are not stupid, okay? But you can't put robots in those seats at the concerts. Bots are not stupid, okay? You can fake them streams on Spotify, but you can't put robots in those seats at the concerts. Bots are not buying concert tickets. Like, this is ridiculous at this point. The gap is just insane, and yet he can't sell out his own city. It's sad at this point. It's just sad. And don't tell me to wait till closer to the tour date. No, Drake would have had them seats sold out by now. And also, don't tell me they're verified resale tickets, because last time y'all tried to say that, so I filtered this time to only show regular seating or standard seating. They're not resale. They're not resale. And then not to mention the vast difference in the top 10 on Spotify compared to the top 10 on Apple Music. We are not stupid, UMG. Drake, just go ahead and add Spotify back to the lawsuit. They guilty. They are guilty. Whatever you said they did it. And they doing it now. Just go ahead and add them. Ugh. This is pathetic. How you want to be that guy, but you're not that guy? Like, how you want to be the guy so bad, but you're not the guy? Someone once said they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. Who was that? Who said that? Oh, yeah, it was you. It was you, Kendrick. Well, tell yourself that. And while you're at it, let Lucian know.
You can't fake influence.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now, the last thing that we're going to be talking about, Nicki Minaj and her good heart. This lady is always finding herself in drama because of people who are ungrateful, people who get access to her and don't understand where exactly they stand, and people who get access to her and end up thinking that they are on the same level. I absolutely hate it for her. I don't like it. It seems like a lot of people that she helps end up doing this. Marshall, a Caribbean artist, was out there shading Nicki Minaj over here working with Trinidad K. It seems like the two of them had issues, but for some reason, he decided to shade Nicki Minaj over that boy. And I'm just like, sir, this woman took you out, gave you a platform in front of masses and masses of people on her tour. And this is the thank you that she gets? Just because she worked with someone that you might have differences with? The differences that she may not even know? Instead of taking it directly to her, you decide to take it on stage to shade her. Like, what nonsense is that? But anyway, that man decided to go out there and apologize to Nicki Minaj. So, yeah, let me just insert the apology. I don't think that I'm going to be coming back after that. So, that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Let me know what you think about the beef or whatever the situation that is happening between Fenty and Knowles. Okay, until my next one, see you.
What is happening this morning with this Nicki Minaj Trinidad killer business?
Oh man, yeah, well let me explain that whole scenario this morning. In the fete, I was just compelled to sing the Good Spirit song. And as soon as I started singing the Good Spirit song, it started to resonate deep with me, especially when I said the line, don't fight me down, don't fight me down. The response from the audience was so overwhelming that I felt, the joy of the full-blown crew who've been writing these songs to me for so many years, and this song being that feeling of support for a young upcoming artist, and I just went into my feelings and I got overwhelmed by the fact that, with all the big links rhythm back and forth before, I didn't say anything and I kept it pent up inside. And honestly, it didn't come out the way it was supposed to come out. I really was trying to say, Nicki Minaj, tell Trinidad Killer stop fighting me down, because Nicki and I actually spoke about this one-on-one. Nicki reached out to me, she was very graceful, and she told me, she said, look Marshall, I didn't know all of this was going on when I started doing that, and we talk about it at length. And in no way I want Nicki to feel that I don't understand, respect, and honor her. I really love Nicki Minaj. I look up to her as an artist, and let me make it absolutely clear. She has never done anything to fight me down, and and neither have I to her. We always show love and respect. We had a beautiful carnival 2023 with Shake the Place, and we all spent good time together. We had carnival 2 years before that in Trinidad again, and we were always cordial with each other. But in that moment, the emotions, I was so overwhelmed because Trinidad Killer did say some things, and it felt like a fight. And I explained it to Nicki. Nicki and I spoke, and I said, Nicki, the honest truth is at no point in time did I ever try to take down Trinidad Killer songs, or did I ever buy out the rhythm. I don't know where this argument come from that I buy out the rhythm. There's no way I would buy out a young group's rhythm. I am there to support them. And Nicki understood that, and she reached out to me and she said, Marshall, you know what? In her own words, she said, we all not perfect, but we are forgiving people, and she wanted me to forgive him. She made sure he apologized to me, so that's why I am apologizing. And I say, forgive me, I'm not perfect too. In that moment, I was a little hot, and I didn't want it to sound to Nicki or her fans that she was the one fighting me down, because I did feel like I get a little fight from Killer, and I want Killer to know, the truth is, it wasn't me. I didn't ever, I love Killer song. I sing it every night on stage. And the fact is, I always support Trinidad Killer from the start of his career. Synergy Soca Style was instrumental in that platform, blossoming him. And many times after that, look, Army Fete was there last, and I remember Killer on top of the speakers at Army Fete. I bring him on my stage more than 1 year to sing with me. I always support his music. So I felt a little hurt by the fight that I was getting at that time. The apology was sincere, and I told Nicki, I said, Nicki, I'm not vexed with him. I just wanted people to know the truth, because I was feeling the brunt of it. Everybody was saying Marshall tried to fight down the youths. Marshall will never fight down the youths. On Monday, we launching a Soundbridge program to big up all the youths of this country, all the youths of the Caribbean, of the region. I just feel like, it was a misunderstanding, a mistake on my part, and I'm a big man, and I will say that, Nicki, I respect you, I love you. I did not try to jump out there and attack you, and I don't want none of your fans or you to feel that you have ever done anything to fight me. You did the opposite. You always lift me up, and same way as me, you know what I'm saying? This is a time now where we need to make that bridge with our music. Trinidadians, Trinbagonians, our music about to get big. Me, you, Trinidad Killer, let me come together and do something positive. If you're offended, if you're hurt, I'm sorry. I didn't say anything. You don't need to cuss me, because I get some words thrown at me by Trinidad Killer. I ain't cuss nobody. So let me just keep it love, Nicki. I love you, I respect you, and again, I apologize. Don't know. Trinidad Killer, I love you too. You don't know.
Yeah, I think he just know how to push people buttons so he gets some attention at times, and we shouldn't let it get to us.
That is what I said to Nicki. I said that is how Trinidad Killer does his thing. And at no point in time when everybody was blaming me and I didn't do any of those things, at no point in time did I jump out and curse anybody or fight down anybody or say anything. I really don't like conflict, especially among artists. I wanted to keep it calm and keep it. But in that moment, when you something pent.